Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. At the 18. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Quick handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. To the air. It's fired. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. quarterback will keep it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First down for the offense. On the option. Now the pitch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking off.
That's the end of the first quarter. After one,
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Villa. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option. Everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete, a huge pickup. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 45, on his way. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Toss to the outside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Third down coming up.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive, maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe
off he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's fired. Makes his connection. Open space at the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Washington.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now the play fake. Trying to get to him. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
They're trying to get to it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's fired. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified. Flying down the right side. The 40. The 20. Touchdown!
Gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No idea.
Got to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations.
He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Bust through behind his pass. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man quickly.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Easy for these running backs right now.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. trying to get the corner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's fired. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. And that pass picked off.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, but listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. On the option. The pitch. On the move is the 30. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50. And on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Might as well give it to him again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Feeling some heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Wants to throw. It's fired. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left. He's loose. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Off the play fake. Steps away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. play action on first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Line getting set on second down. Power football with the run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Jumped on top of the pile.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Oh, gave the defender the business. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Fast motion from the offense. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Back to throw, it's Fire. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The play-action fake. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
He's going up top. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Barrels ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. On the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what